Guys and dolls, we're live outside McDonald's because Neil Pinkerton was arrested late last night. I was here when everything happened. We were all here when everything happened. Now, the cars that were in this car park yesterday with foreign men in them, out of 10 of them, 6 failed tax and MOT. We have evidence of men going to doors and asking children who are answering the doors, are they on their own? We have other evidence we're going to bring to you what's going on in East Belfast with people in East Belfast. They're going to tell you what's going on and what they've heard. Okay. Now we were in here sitting in that garden over there yesterday, minding our own business. Right. CJ was down doing his usual thing, jumping about the car park, doing MOT checks. Right. A couple of them got a bit leery. Eritreans, foreigners, Iraqis. I don't know who they are. Right. Muslim men got a bit rowdy. Pinky jumped in, nothing was said, nothing was done, nothing about that. So we're sitting there, so we are. Right, okay, well, tell him I'll speak to him. So yeah, we were sitting over there, and Pinky was standing here, and Pinky was standing there, and the foreigner was here, right? So Pinky's having a conversation. Just has you allowed to talk to these men who we don't know who they are. We're East Belfast folk, we're Christian folk, and all of a sudden we've got this car park filled up every day, going to cities, houses all around East Belfast, Belfast, Bangor, County Down, and we have no clue who they are. We don't know anything about them. We see what's going on in England, we see what's going on in Ireland, and we have questions to ask. It's all right to ask questions. Pinky was asking them questions. He then seen that I was filming because I was filming Pinky for his own protection. He then came up and tried to snatch the phone out of my hand. Pinky then told him if he snatched the phone out of his hand, you try it again, you're going to get knocked out. Because he would have got knocked out, somebody would have knocked him out. You know, simple as that. You can't jump about citizen journalists and snatch our phones. We've got a right to be here, just like they've got a right to be here. I was born and bred here with a mother and father, and granny and granddads have been here. So I've got more right than they have, and nobody can tell you any different. The other incident was standing in that door. We're sitting over there, having our McDonald's, 10 Patriots. CJ's jumping about the car park. 2 foreigners with SA badges, with security badges, right? Now, one, why are they getting security? Why are these men coming into our country and being given such jobs of protection, protecting our children, right? Why are our men not standing in that door? Why are these foreigners standing at that door? That's the first question. The second question is, why are they talking to the girls? Why are they talking to children? Their job is to stand there and make sure there's no trouble. They do not need to interact with any children. Pinky's seen that. He's seen boys go in, they didn't say a word. He's seen girls go in, and he addressed it. Why are you talking to the girls? He then called Pinky a racist. Because anytime that these men feel, sorry, turn around. Sorry, turn around. Don't pick them in. Go ahead. Anytime you talk to these guys, a reasonable conversation about what are you doing here? Why Northern Ireland? How did you get here? You know, these are questions as a citizen journalist. I want to know. This is my country. I see the damage that they're doing in England. We see the damage that they're doing in Ireland. We don't want that damage here. Northern Ireland is 6 counties. We're a very small country. We're a Christian country. There's 55 Muslim countries around the world. Why here? Why here? This is the problems, and there's going to be more problems. We don't want these men standing at McDonald's where our kids go to get McDonald's. We don't want it. We want our own men here. We don't want these men driving about the city and knowing every single street in our area. They look like fighting age men. They've all got weapons training. They're mapping our area out right now. That's what they're doing. They're mapping our areas out in Northern Ireland, and we don't want that because we don't know who they are. Some of them are terrorists. Some of them are criminals. No ID. They come in here with no ID. So tell me that they're not terrorists and criminals. If you don't know who they are, government, PSNI, how the fuck are we meant to know? How are we meant to feel safe in our areas when these guys are jumping about with no MOT, no tax? Out of 10 cars yesterday, 4, no tax, no MOT. PSNI, do your job. They're out here all the time. They shouldn't be. Half of them don't even have delivery licenses. And this is what's happening. Our men are now in the jail, and he is going to be charged with common assault verbally. And we know what's coming, racial and hatred and all that, but we will be there, and the people of East Belfast will be out here, and it's going to come to a stop. Stop arresting the Patriots. Stop attacking us in the newspapers. There's no need for it. There's a real reason, a real reason why men are doing what they're doing, while I'm doing what I'm doing, why Pinky's doing what he's doing, why the men and women are out here today. There's a real concern. It's not misinformation. It's not far right. It's not racist. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of girls were raped in England under Labour government and the Conservatives. Started back when Tony Blair came in. Tommy Robinson was silenced, so that rape of them hundreds of thousands of children could go on. What's happening in Northern Ireland? We're being silenced. Pinky's being arrested. We're in the papers every 2 weeks. And more's going to come. Watch this space. This is the beginning of our 15 years. Tommy Robinson was doing this 15 years ago. Pinky's doing it now. This is our 15 years. This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to protect us, our culture, our traditions, our bonfires, because they'll all be gone in 50 years. Because our birth is going declining. We're not having any babies. There's more people dying right now than we're having children. That's only going to go one way. Their answer is to bring foreigners in, to bring Islam in. 55 countries around the world, Muslim countries. Why Northern Ireland? Why do the other Muslim countries not want these men? Why are they on the streets East Belfast delivering Deliveroos? Half of them can't even speak English. Why are they standing with securities, getting security? What's next? Are they here the police? Are they here to do the jobs? Are they going to arrest these men? Because our police won't do it. I'll get to a stage when, because it's the police kids as well. Our police aren't going to be, they're going to say, no, I don't want to join the police. I don't want to join the police to arrest patriots. I don't want to join the police to arrest Ulster men and Irishmen. So are they going to be policing us? Is it going to be the foreigners that you're bringing in here that's doing the security jobs that's then going to be policing us? I don't think so. Not on our watch, not on Freedom Dad's watch, and not on the watch of East Belfast. Right, just gonna take it away. Don't want to get everybody in. So that's why they're here, guys. So this is like concerned. You know what I mean? This is concerned parents. This isn't far right. This isn't racist. This is people who've had enough, and we're going to try and speak to the manager. Did anybody get the manager right? TV? The manager coming out? Yeah. Got the manager out. Come on. Oh, I get it right, boys.
Hi there.
Speak to the manager, please. Yeah, we need to speak to the manager. We need to find out what the crack is, and why one of our guys is in the jail right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone has a right to face their danger. We get the manager out here, please. Everyone's manager won't come out and speak. The manager will not come out to speak to me or any of you. The police are on their way as well. We've got people watching. The police are they are here already, aye?
Yeah, the police will run out of there.
Where are they? Where's the police? What's up? Yeah. Is there anybody coming down the clock? He's going to do your jobs around here. He's going to start doing your jobs around these delivery drivers. 10 cars, 6 out of 10 cars, no MOT. no tax. And you're here watching us, but you can't do the delivery drivers that run about our streets with no tax, no MOT. But you can find the time to come here and watch us patriots. It's your kids as well. It's the future of your kids, and not just our kids, it's your kids as well. What? He's done it. So guys, yes, that's the police watching the patriots again. You know what I mean? And yeah, they're gonna again do what they do, document, take things. We're trying to speak to the manager. The police won't speak to us. The manager won't speak to us. I don't know what these guys are meant to be doing. Where? The what?
See why he's here?
Why he's here? Check the rates. All right, mate. You got tax and MOT in this? Have you got tax and MOT in this? You a delivery driver?
No.
You're not a delivery driver? Okay, mate. See you later. You know what I mean? All right, buddy. I mean, yesterday, all the foreigners came down here yesterday. They all came down and squads them. Give it a wee wave. They're in the fight, Pinky. They all came down. Oh, WhatsApp or whatever, squad them. You know what I mean? Came in for trouble. Obviously, none of us were here for trouble. We just left. You know what I mean? We didn't think nothing else of it. You know, guy tried to bang a phone out of my hand. Pinky fucking told him do that again. You're going to get knocked out because he would have. He's giving him a warning. Guys, you know what I mean? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean? We can question these people. We can ask these people what they're doing here, how they got the jobs, how long they've been in the country. What's the problem with that? As citizen journalists, as TikTokers and YouTubers and parents and concerned parents, what's the problem with that? Anybody can come up and talk to me. Anybody can come up and interview me. I can interview anybody in the town, any Palestinians. You know what I mean? And anybody, I can go up to anybody in the town and ask for an interview. How long have you been in this country? Even somebody that's on holiday. Hi, what do you think your holiday? How did you get here? Did you fly in here? You know what I mean? What do you think of Northern Ireland? You know what I mean? But no, oh no, you can't fucking say nothing. You can't say a word to these guys. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're running about with no MOT and tax doesn't bother the police. The fact that they come down here in team loads doesn't bother the police. How quickly they can mobilise. You know? Let's see how quickly they mobilise the day. You know? Come and mobilise the day. Come down the day. So angry. I'm angry at the state of our country right now. I'm angry at the attitude of these clowns with these vans filming patriots. I'm angry at the papers. I'm angry at Nolan. I'm angry at Alison Morris. I'm angry at everybody gaslighting us all as if we're all far-right racist thugs. We're not. We're concerned about our country. There's a genuine concern. There's things going on all around us right now, and we're trying to protect it. You know, just because you can't see it right on your doorstep right now, it doesn't mean it isn't coming. Why would it not come from England? Why would it not come from Ireland? We're sitting in the middle with no borders. It's common sense. It's logical. You know what I mean? Shouldn't be down to people like me. It should be down to Nolan. It should be down to the papers instead of putting out these crazy headlines of far right and all that and saying there was like showing a photograph of 12 people and saying, oh, it was hardly anybody turned out. You know what I mean? I had to put a video out to show people how many actually turned out. It's embarrassing. Same as saying I'm a Shankill Butcher's nephew. It's embarrassing. I'm an orphan. Their lies are mental, and they've lost the faith of the people. The politicians, the news media, the journalists, they've all lost the faith of the people. You know what I mean? And it's because of their treacherous behaviour towards the people in this country, gaslighting the people, denying that there's a problem, not addressing the problem, getting Abdul on, getting Hamad on, you know, to try and make people, I don't know what he was trying to do. All I done was make people even more angrier, you know. Who do the citizen journalists get on? We get the victims. We get the men and the women in this country who are suffering from men that are coming into this country. We get them on. Try doing that, Nolan. But you're not allowed. You're not allowed. The mainstream media are not allowed to cover the facts and the truth because they don't want the rest of the country to know what's truly going on. And they'll just keep throwing out the far right racist thing to put people coming out, put people off coming out. Look at the weather. Look at the weather and look at the people here. It's pissing down. You imagine if this was a sunny day. If you imagine if it was a really sunny day. This was called this morning at 10 half 10 when I heard about it. This morning this was called in the pissing rain. You know, this won't be the last one. We want Pinky out. We're going to be here as much as we can possibly can be, and we're going to be other places, and we're going to go even harder now because we're not going to stand and allow these men, our men, to be treated in this way, to just be lifted. 4 Land Rovers last night. 4 was it? The car, right? The car was checked out. Okay, fair enough. Did he check the Land Rover out? Yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to come this way because the rain's coming that way. So I'm trying to protect the lanes. So yeah, guys, I'm so nervous. What was I saying there, man? No, sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's pressing down with rain, guys, and the people out here to support Pinky. And like I say, this isn't going to stop. This is it. This is the new era. You know, things will pick up. And we're not going to let them silence anybody like they silenced Tommy Robinson. I don't care if you don't like his style. I don't care if you don't like the way he swore. I don't care if he comes off aggressive. Okay, this isn't the time for pussyfooting about. You know what I mean? This is serious. This is serious crimes on children that we've never seen or heard of before in our lives. This is on another level. This is on another level. The things that were done to them children, none of us have ever heard of it being done. The racially motivated, quoting chapters out of the Quran. What's that? Land Rover, right. Come on. Go and get it, sir. Sorry. That's it. Go and get it. What's the lens? Because the lens will get wet. So yeah, so it was a good. Right. It was a fucking pissing down, guys. You know, I don't know how long that makes one to work for. To be honest with you. It's not like it's waterproof. So yeah, they're moving. There's no rope being blocked. What's that? Think so? What's that? Aye, you're kidding. Aye, you're right, man. Aye, they're up and no good, like. They're a white, beautiful. I know, but I don't just came to get photographs. That's what they need. So they're gonna come in. They're gonna.
Did the money just come out and talk?
No, mate.
Get a card. Get a card.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Cancel.
yeah, we can't harass the manager, like, you know what I mean? So, guys, what would you do if this was your area? You know, if this was your friend, if this was somebody that was working so hard for the community to bring awareness, what would you do? You know what I mean? We don't know what else to do. You know, we really don't know what else to do. It's like non-stop, absolutely non-stop. And he's already out in bail. And you've seen the harassment he gets. The M&G and the M&G. Seriously, the MOT. The MOT and that Land Rover had expired. That's why I drove away. That's why I drove away. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, CJ. Yeah. So you can see what we're up against. You can see the police Land Rover. You can check it. You can look back on it and check it. The police Land Rover's MOT had expired, and that's why they've taken it away. And yeah, this is what we're up against. This is the 2-tier. They can do whatever they want. They can bring whoever they want in their country. They can put whoever they want in on delivery, drive bikes and cars, and have them running about our area and delivering to children. Children are answering the doors to these men, you know. And I'm going to do some research. I'm going to have a wee look and see what there is out there about these men and the damage and the crimes that they've done in England and Ireland and Northern Ireland. I'm going to find out exactly what's going on, because I've got a funny feeling there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. The attitude of these men, the way they behave, you know, yeah, you wouldn't have them babysitting. You know, they like to say, the media, mainstream media like to say about us, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, we're the community. The community know us, you know what I mean? Um, it's as simple as that. We don't know these things. Nobody knows these things. They don't have any brothers and sisters here. They don't have any aunties or uncles. They don't have any mothers or fathers here. These men are fighting aid single men who have came to this country. Why? Why Northern Ireland, Ulster? I don't get that. Do you get that? Does that make any sense to you? Why these fighting AIDS men travel through so many countries? You know, running from whatever they say they're running from, whether they say they're gay or whatever, all the nonsense that they come out, our foolish government believe. So all these countries that they're going through, Spain, Italy, France, and they land in Northern Ireland after going through England and Scotland, most likely, or Ireland as well. And this is where they land. Why? Why? This is what we want to know. Why are they here? Why are these men in here doing deliveries? Why are these men here doing security and all the McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chickens and big everywhere? It's these type of men that are doing it. And I just want to say so much respect to the people who've come out in this weather. And yeah, fair play to them. This is the love that this guy has. This is the respect that this guy has. And you know, the papers can say what they want, you know, and the journalists can say what they want, but it matters to the people. So it does. Yeah. Sorry about the lens. You've got to bear with it, guys. You know what I mean? Meant to be doing other stuff today. I'm absolutely soaked, and meant to be editing, but I had to bring this, and I had to bring this for Pinky's mum, Pinky's dad, Pinky's kids, Pinky's missus. You know, to let them know, the family, that the people are here, no matter all the negative stuff, and the stuff that people go on about because he was a hunter. You know, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I was a bank robber. Nobody cares about nothing. You know what I mean? But we care about Pinky. We care about his family. He's a resident of East Belfast, you know, and that's why these people are here. We care about our own, and there's nothing wrong with that. I care more about Pinky and Pinky's family than I will ever care about these men that are coming into this country. You understand that? And all these people are the same. Why would we care? They've travelled through so many safe countries to come here where our NHS is overwhelmed. We've got hospitals sitting outside for 8 hours at a time, 10 hours. Then they get put into on a bed on a corridor for an hour, 6 hours. Dentist, he's no score with a dentist. You know, mental health, he's no score in mental health. Drug addiction, drug counsellors, drug workers, rehabs, he's no score with that. No money. There's people down in Belfast, homeless. CJ was emotional the other day, come bringing somebody that he'd filmed in the Belfast City Centre, no longer here. You've seen the video I brought from the guys that struggle with drugs, being in prison, getting no help, no rehabs, getting promises that were never fulfilled. You know, these are the things that are going on in Northern Ireland with Northern Ireland people. We've got our own people are in trouble. We've got veterans. We've got drug users. We've got people with mental health because of the system and because of the conflict of Northern Ireland over the last 50 years. We've got children who have suffered mental health because of parents who have suffered mental health. You know, this was a horrific place back in the 80s and the 90s. There wasn't an area untouched by the troubles. Everybody has lost a loved one or knows a loved one that are no longer here because of the troubles, you know. If Pinky needs anything, it'll be there for him, guys. If I need your help, I will let you know. I promise you. Okay, I promise you. Thank you so much. But he you know, like I say, I'm going to tell you now, he has been charged. He is getting charged. We know that. He's getting charged with common assault verbally. Okay. Well, you know, it's going to be another one of him hate laws, hate crime sort of things, and obviously we'll deal with that as we're going. But this is the way it's going now. You know, these guys have got utmost protection, just like the grooming gangs in England. There's no two ways about it. The delivery drivers, the Just Eat drivers, are getting the same protection as the grooming gangs in England that allowed them to keep going on and brutally raping the children of England. Okay? I'm not saying that these men would be ever guilty of that crime. All I am saying is that these men are getting the same protection from the government and the police. Okay? That's what I'm saying. That's the facts. You know? Nobody was arrested from their side when they all came running into here that got trouble. You know? They just went and picked him Pinky again. You know what I mean? And I was there. Okay, there was no crime committed. You know, men are acting inappropriately. It will be addressed. We will go up to them and ask them why you doing that. If they're going to call somebody racist, then they're going to get back whatever whatever verbal is going to come back. You know, but he wasn't racist. You know what I mean? He didn't mention anything about skin color. You know, and at the end of the day, the one thing he did say is, guys like you are bringing this country down. And when he talks about this country, he's talking about Great Britain, mate. You know what I mean? This is what you always got to remember, guys. When we talk about this country, we don't just talk about Northern Ireland. Because of who we are, we're unionists. We're Protestant unionist loyalists. That's who our community is. And when we talk about our country, we're talking about England, Wales, and Scotland, not just Northern Ireland. Okay? And we have evidence that these men are bringing our country down. They are doing damage to our country in many, many ways. So there was nothing said it was misinformation, and nothing said it wasn't factual. And we will fight it in court. He will fight it in court, and he will get the full support of the East Belfast residents and the outer skirts of Belfast, Shankill, North Down, and Rathcoole, Ballymena, Portadown. Please believe me. This is a snap protest. This is a snap protest. Watch what comes. Watch what comes. We want Pinky released. You cannot put people in jail for what you're saying, the common law verbally. We've got a freedom of speech. If we're not happy about something we see, we're allowed to speak about it. It's not our fault they're Muslims. It's not our fault they're foreigners. You know, if I had been a white guy, nothing would have happened. Nothing would have happened. You know, they wouldn't have been out here doing a common assault for verbal, you know what I mean, hateful or racial, whatever direction they're going to try and go in. You know, totally, it would have been totally handled differently. And that's the problem, you see. These guys are coming here serving protection. So that means as well, when they do commit the crimes that we know they're going to commit, they'll get bail. You know, you know. There's one a day. No, the manager's not coming out. There's one a day. Belfast Live. Check us out. Belfast man convicted or arrested. Can't mind what it was for child pornography. Do you know what his name was? Fucking Abdul Muhammad. Something like that. Yeah. That's not a Belfast man. What the fuck, media? Why are you calling a guy called Abdul Muhammad or Abdul Yababa or whatever the fuck his name is? Why are you calling him a Belfast man? Was he born in Belfast? No. Has he been in this country probably about 3 or 4 months? Yes. Have you given him a passport? Most likely. So because he's got a passport, he's now British. He's now a Belfast man. No, he's not. You can give him a British passport, but he is never going to be a Belfast man. They will never be Irish. They will never be Ulster. They will never be Scottish. They will never be English. And they will never be Welsh. You know, simple as that. That's the facts, you know. Whenever the government want to say what the far left and all the rest of them all want to say, that's the facts. We're Belfast men. These are Belfast women, you know. Simple. It's not rocket science. What do you expect from us? What do you expect from us in Northern Ireland when we see how you've treated Tommy and what you've done and how you've tried to get him unalive in prison, getting dragged out of cars in the street and nearly getting beat to death by Muslim men? Muslim men that you let into the country that are now attacking the men or trying to protect the children that the Muslim men are attacking, you know? And that's who the government are protecting. That's who the government are protecting today, the same men, only they're here in Northern Ireland. All right, Super Patrick, what you got to say about this? Surely he can't argue with this one. Good lad, John Regan. John Regan. Yeah, so I have passed on to you know, but we'll take it out and let them have a wee look from a distance. I need to get the flag, sir. Thanks. I'll get it. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You want this jacket?
There's a back man. There's a certain back man. Cheers, fix it. Right. Seem to be working for both Just Eat and delivery there. Yeah, cheers everybody. Because I turned it off. He had the mic. 565.
Thank you all so much, guys. Thank you
Is it
for
still
coming in.
muffled, Gary? Is it? It's probably with the rain, you know. The could be, it's wet enough here, like. Cheers, try and sort it here now. I'm gonna try and sort it now. Yeah. Any mods there? Sort out the Egypts, please. Oh, I actually turned out alright, man. Free piggy. Same as the install muffled, so we'll see if I get Wouldn't worry about this side, it's How's the sound now, guys? Try this phone up a wee bit. Cheers, mods. No courtesy tea or coffee. Sounds to be a fake thing. Still muffled. Still muffled. No, you had. Hold on, guys, we're going to try and sort it here. We are underwater. Are you blind as well?
What? How's that? Is that any good? Cheers, fix it. Yeah, so tonight we're taking this mic in, it sometimes affects the sound. And I looped you back out of it. It's my mate from yesterday. Yeah, we've tried blowing into it, yes. Cheers, Usher chick. Right to be right. Get that chicken in there. And Mike loving it. Yeah, it's a good wee turnout here today. Considering it's raining, there's a very good turnout. Most people don't like the rain. Yeah, come on, please hit the like there, guys. 587 in the chat and 205 likes. Like and share there for us. Oh, there's no Big Mac meals for us. Not long after a Big Fry.
Cheers, Lady J. You want to good ones? It's a protest. Show strength for Pinky. Was arrested yesterday. That's it. Free the pink. Very nice, CJ. No happy meals going on here. He's been arrested for verbal assault, I think it was called. Nice car for deliveries. Nice big Audi A4. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, Norby sneaky guy. These are all delivery drivers. Oh no, none of them like us here. It's a lovely car to do deliveries in, isn't it? So guys, hit the like button. Hurry words indeed, hurry words. That's it. Verbal assault. I'm sure there's no the crack guys. They'll probably hit him with racism and all that carry on. But it is what it is. Hurry words. Hurry words. It's all just people standing, showing support for Pinky, Neil Pinkerton. Arrested yesterday. That's it, Christine. Could be a couple of weeks here before he's out. Coffee cake. You please coffee cake. Yeah, Freedom Dad's here. He's just talking at the moment.
you finish up with some?
No, there's a good crowd here. Considering it's very wet.
I want to be one of them.
Oh, I can't see too many motorbikes out today. We've got the Audis out today. Yeah, this is East Belfast showing some force. Shouldn't have had enough. That's it, yes. Security guards are hassling young girls. They're turning young boys away and letting the young girls in. It was witnessed yesterday. %, Dirty Bob. Yeah, there's security guards here. I know. McDonald's like. %, Christine. Very alarming indeed. Cheers on that. Free floss of tea would be great right now. I think everybody here would appreciate a tea right now. Yeah, that's it, fixing. Where are we going now?
Tells me the fucking. Yeah, one night.
So we're here now. Any of you guys want to join us down here? We'll be here again tomorrow night at 7:30. How you doing there, Nathan?
All right, man. I'm just going to say a few words. You just want to come in? Right, guys. It's absolutely pissing down. I've spoke to a couple of other patriots. If anybody's got TikToks out, please TikTok us, YouTube, whatever. So it's pissing down. On behalf of Pinky's family, they want to say thank you for the effort that you've made today in the pissing rain. Pinky's up tomorrow, and I've enough information that the community in East Belfast are going to be coming back out tomorrow night at 7:30. tomorrow night, and I imagine it's going to be a lot bigger turnout. Guys that are watching the TikTok and the YouTube, you can watch my YouTube later on. I explain what's going on in layman's terms, what's going on in East Belfast and in Northern Ireland. And I'm just going to say it again, guys. It isn't misinformation. It isn't far right. We aren't racist. There's things going on that are horrific that we've never seen in this country for hundreds of years. We're seeing abuse on children that is horrific that I can't even say online or on TikTok. It is absolutely brutal. It's racially motivated, and they're quoting verses out of the Quran. This is Northern Ireland. We're Protestants and Catholics. East Belfast, predominantly a Protestant Unionist loyalist area. We are not ready for this kind of thing. We're just coming out of a conflict. We didn't ask for it, and it doesn't make any sense. Why Northern Ireland? Why here? It doesn't make any sense. All these countries are in the world that can take these people, but they come here. They travel through Belgium, France, they name it just a couple, we could go on, the amount of countries that they go through. And then they go through England and Scotland and maybe Southern Ireland before they come here. Why? Why here? This is the problem. And yeah, pretty much we are safe enough right now because we are coming out of a conflict. We still have a network of, let's say, patriots, whether you want to call them Protestants or Catholics. We have a network that we can communicate and bring people out on the streets. So we're okay right now. But in 15 years' time, when someone's aren't here, 20 years' time, that's when we won't be okay if we don't get it right this time. Now, Tommy Robinson tried to do this 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and he was persecuted by the government. He was nearly unalived in a cell by 4 Muslim men. When they put him in a cell with 4 big Muslim men and nearly killed him. He was taken out of a car in the street with 4 Muslim men and near beat to death again. And I'm not exaggerating, he was nearly killed. This is a man who was trying to protect his country and his kids. This is 15 years ago. Like I keep saying, this is our 15 years. It isn't racist. It isn't far right. We do not want these men, undocumented, fighting age men, coming into our country and mopping our streets. That's the first thing. We also do not want security men where there is children, where there are garden doors or garden venues when we have our children. It's as simple as that, because we don't know which ones are good and we don't know which ones are bad, and neither do the government. We see what's going on in England. We see what's going on in Ireland. We're clever prods. We're clever Catholics. We're going forward with wisdom and knowledge. And we're going to use the wisdom and knowledge that we have to protect our children, our grandchildren, our bonfires, and our 12th of July. Because it's going to be gone in 50 years if we don't step up and do something about it now. And we will be back here tomorrow at 7:30. Pinky will be up in court tomorrow. We will be there. And we will let you know exactly what we know and what we can say about the case once he's been charged. He hasn't been officially charged yet, but he is getting charged for, verbal assault, common assault, verbally. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't know what world we've just woke up in, but this is mental. We can speak to whoever we want. I can speak to any news. I can speak to the police. I can speak to anybody. Right? They don't have to speak to me. Yesterday, that guy came up and tried to knock the camera in my hand. Right? Pinky said, "You try it again, you get knocked out." He was right. He fucking would have got knocked out. No, it wouldn't have been for Pinky. It would have been me or any other patriots. So, and the other one at the door here, the guy called him a racist because he didn't agree with him not talking to lads going in, but seemingly talking to girls going in. And Pinky thought that was a bit wrong, and he addressed it. And the guy called him a racist, just like everybody else does, And we're sick of it. We're sick of it. Now, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the guy would have been on the ground. Verbal. He had it out with him verbally. That's not a crime. A man should not be in a cell right now for that. A man should not go to jail for that. We have freedom of expression, freedom of speech. We can criticize the government. We can say this isn't right what you're doing to us. We don't want these men here. You don't know who they are. If you don't know who they are, we don't want them here. If they're coming in here illegally undocumented, we don't want them here. If there's previous men like them committing horrendous crimes in England and Ireland, we don't want them here. End of story. Does anybody want them here? No. Right. Tomorrow night, 7:30, you'll see the numbers out here. I guarantee it. I'm Freedom Dad, and God bless every single one of you.